What's up, everyone? It's been a while. We haven't uploaded a video in ages. We've had a really terrible winter, and to be honest, work's just been manic for me and Scott. So just been focused on that. But the engine's still sat here. Finally got the single mass flywheel, the correct one, I hope, and a nice new LUK clutch kit. So gonna try and get the flywheel and clutch kit mounted today, the gearbox on, and figure out what the next steps are. So I am on my own, so just gonna have to bear with me. But yeah, let's get cracking. So let's get this engine bracket off. So we got a nice brand new LUK clutch kit. Bought myself nice BMW clutch alignment tools.
Nice.
Nice new flywheel box. Get a new one on. Gonna put some blue Loctite on all the flywheel bolts. So just nipped them up with a gun. Next thing is going to be the torquing, and just have to look at our previous video to remember the torque spec, but it's 120 newton meters. Next thing to go on is our clutch. Again, got to be cleaned off some brake cleaner just to make sure there's no oil left on it. Give that a nice wipe. And then our clutch, the gearbox side. So obviously I'm filming on my phone. And I had a phone call come through, so it stopped the filming, so I've just missed a bit. But basically all I've done, I've put the new clutch on and torqued the bolts with my new clutch alignment tool for the BMWs, which was nice. So next step is going to be trying to fit the gearbox on my own, which is going to be really fun. Right, again, same thing happened. Someone called me and I didn't realise it stopped filming, so missed a bit of an important part out. But basically, it wasn't that bad of a struggle. I managed to get the gearbox back on. So I've just got the bell housing bolts to do. We're just sorting out the hoist, so I'm going to get it back up in the air a little bit and carry on. Right, it's getting to the evening now, so I've got the lights out. The next thing I'm going to try and do in this video is get the water pump mounted and the alternator. So just going to grab those. The water pump just mounts here. I've got a new pipe as well that was missing, and try and fit that on. See if I can figure that out. New Fabby pipe. Lovely. New thermostat housing. And water pump. Scott's arrived.
Hello there.
So I've skipped over a few bits, but Scott turned up, so I ended up chatting to him for a bit, but he's shut on now. But yeah, we've got the water pump fitted in the thermostat housing. I've also ran the coolant lines. They were pretty knackered. They're all the old lines that I took off the original engine. So I've had to cut some of the ends off and sort of redo them. But fitted them all with Jubilees. Sorry about my terrible cameraman skills. Also decided I'm going to run a Volvo electric power steering pump. So I'm going to whip off the power steering pump now, get rid of that, and fit the alternator. So I'll film those bits, and then it's pretty much ready to, well, it will be ready then at that point to test fit in the engine bay. So that's exciting stuff. Next video, though, before we do that, will be sort of getting to grips with the decap manifolds, cutting them up and trying to get them to fit. So I'll just film these last bits, and then I'll call it a day. I've moved the camera around just so I can sort of show what I'm doing, but I've literally got the alternator left to fit. And then I'm done for the day. Fiddle on my own as per usual. Trying to stop the engine rotating whilst trying to... And then, as we've gotten rid of everything else, we can pop this idler pulley as well off there, because we ain't going to need that anymore. The alternator belt's now just going to go from here onto the tensioner and up to the alternator. I'm also going to move this vacuum pipe underneath the intake manifold under here, just to get it a bit tidier in the engine bay, because it's horrible having this long plastic pipe. The last thing to do today is just connect up the alternator and starter motor wires. So yeah, that's me done for the day. It was quite productive. Didn't film as much as I wanted to, or in as much detail as I wanted to, but like I said, I was only doing it on my own, so hopefully next video I'll have Scott with me. Let's get the gearbox on today, flywheel, clutch, water pumps on, alternators back on, deleted some stuff, thermostat housing, and then just ran the coolant lines that are running across the front of the engine. We are going to be full steam ahead now, so you will be seeing regular uploads. If you like this content, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.